And we're back to the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce show, Minding Your Business. Chris Spiker with Antelope Valley Florist, my co-host Aaron Goldstein.
Hello.
Hey Aaron. Hey, who's our next guest?
Our next guest is Raul Maldonado from the Palmdale School District. He's the superintendent.
Thank you.
Raul.
Well, thank you, Chris, for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here on your show, and I just want to share some of the things that are happening around the school district. And Aaron, I want to thank you also for conducting the interview with Chris.
Oh yeah. So it's an elementary school district?
It is an elementary school district. We serve early childhood students between the ages of 3 and middle school students. So approximately 21,000 students.
Wow.
It's a lot of kids.
But you've got a great crew in place.
Oh my God, it's an amazing crew. You know, our staff, our teachers, our administrators, and of course my bosses, the school board members. They're just incredible.
So those are elected positions.
The 5 are elected
5.
positions. We have Juan Carrillo, who's the board president. Then we have Joyce Ricks, who's a member. Dennis Trujillo, Sharon Vega, and Nancy Smith.
Because these people in the community that basically they hire the administrators and the administrators run the system.
Exactly. The school board members actually only hire one person. And guess who that is?
You.
That would be me.
Wow.
And then I have the pleasure of hiring everybody else, including teachers, custodians, classified individual secretaries, everybody else.
So that's almost a full-time job.
I think it's a lot more than a full-time job, but you know what? I take a lot of pleasure in being the superintendent and being the leader in this community, and I'm honored to have that assignment.
Well, you know, I see you at all the events around the community, so you're also the public face, and you obviously realize the value that a chamber brings to a community.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's one of those things that I said from the beginning. My job isn't only to educate the students and to work with the staff, train them, what have you, but it's also to go out and build the partnerships with our community. And you're one of our partners, and so I'm here with you, and I'm just having a lot of fun.
Hey, you know, and you're a young guy too.
I don't know if I'm young anymore.
Yeah.
I can recall at the time when I was young, but nowadays it's harder to get up in the morning. You know, I'm getting up there.
Really?
Yeah, it's not that easy.
So what is this badge that I got at one of the chamber events?
Well, you know, one of the things, I'm glad you asked me that question, yes.
Palmdale Promise.
The Palmdale Promise, you know, that's something that we carry with us everywhere we go, because we want to tell the community that it takes the entire community really to educate our students. And so one of the things that I did coming in, I spoke to my board members and I said, we need a strategic plan that everybody can agree on the mission statement, the vision statement, and the goals. And that's exactly what we did. We put together this large stakeholder group, and it included, of course, business folks like yourself. It included community members, city officials, teachers, and guess who else? Students.
Students.
Oh,
yeah.
You
The
know,
customers.
Exactly. We educate students, and we thought, hey, what about bringing students? And I'll tell you, they taught us so much, and they taught us to stay focused and really to work on their behalf, and we're so happy. It's been a couple of years now since we, you know, got into this journey, and it's just been incredible. A lot of people have been coming on board, and a lot of people wear your pin, that pin with pride, and I just gave Aaron one, and so I hope he wears it in the community with pride. But it's just, it's incredible. It's in our flyers. I mean, here's the flyer. It's in there. So.
Teachers have such an effect on students, and somewhere along the way there's a specific teacher or a class that just grabs them, and the student is never the same in a good way.
And you know, that's one thing that is included in our Palmdale Promise. Everywhere we go, we keep asking and trying to answer the question is the why. Why are we, you know, in a classroom? Why am I the superintendent? And I think when you find the answer to the why, you understand that it's more than a job. It's a profession, and it's a mission that we have really to educate all the students in our community, because if we don't do a good job, then we all pay the consequences. And I think we realize that we can have a very positive impact on our community, on our parents. And nowadays, I show up to a meeting, Chris, and I get 100 parents to show up. They're interested in talking to me. They're interested in finding out what's going on in our schools, and it's exciting.
You know, having the boss be excited about his or her job is very important.
Believe me, Elvia's in the room. She knows how excited I get, and we get into some of the meetings, and sometimes we have to really work with the staff and explain to them what it is. But once they understand, they realize, hey, we're all here for the students, what I call the end in mind. And the end in mind to me is to make sure that students are graduating, moving on to the high school, and hopefully going on to college and coming back and helping all of us in this community. Don't we live in a beautiful community?
We do live in a beautiful
Oh
community.
my God, you know.
And, you know, that's why I started AV Nice, because we need to realize it's beautiful.
I don't think we realize what a great community this is until you leave this community. So I don't know if you knew this, but 3 years ago I left because I was promoted to superintendent in the city of McFarland, and there was nothing wrong there. But I just miss this community. I mean, we got everything here for the family, and I love it. And I'm a community member. I live in Palmdale, and my kids live in Palmdale. And I got to tell you an interesting story. You know, when I first moved up here, I told my wife, we're going to go to this place called Lancaster Palmdale. Where's that at?
Get the map out.
Get the map out. And all of a sudden she says, how long are we going to be up there? I said, 2 years, and then we'll go back to LA. This is our 24th year, and there are no plans to go back. We love this place.
It's become home.
It is home. It's more than home.
So do you call that down below now?
We do.
Oh boy, yeah, you've definitely become a Valley person.
That's right.
An Antelope Valley person. That's down below.
Down below.
Yeah, this is. I was going to ask you your background. So how long have you been here?
In the area, I've been here 24 years. I came up here and began as an assistant principal at Parkview Middle School in Lancaster.
That's my alma mater.
There you go. See,
Yeah. Kindergarten,
I
first
don't.
and second.
Let's see. I don't think you were my student, though.
No, I was driving the bus when you were there.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, fun school, fun. You know, we just have great connections with our teachers and administrators. And I spent in high school. I got to know my vice principals really well. You know, a lot of time at the office.
Oh yeah, we get it. No, but I think you mentioned something that's important. I mean, you can walk this community and see the superintendent or see the mayor or see Chris walking,
Yep.
and everybody says hello. And I don't think you have that in other communities. So I try to encourage my parents, you know, anytime they see me to come up, and the kids. In fact, I was just having lunch, and some kids kept looking at me, and I knew they were from one of my schools. And sure enough, they were from one of my schools. And I said, do you know who I am? Yes, you're the superintendent. Okay, cool.
Just a normal person.
Normal person.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's a nice thing. So that's what makes this place special. But we have to get the word out.
We have to really get the word out and share the wonderful stories that are out there, celebrate. And that's something that we do in our schools. You know, I encourage staff to make sure that they teach their students and have that end in mind always in front of them, but then have fun and really find out where the kids are from in their community and help them out, get involved.
We had a chance to get involved with the Palmdale School District on Dr. Seuss's birthday. The public is invited to come in and read books, right?
Absolutely.
Read books to the students, and that's a great tradition.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
lot of fun. That's scary to have like 20 kindergartners are all around you and you're reading to them, and they're digging it.
And you realize what it takes to handle 20, in some cases right now, 35 kindergarten students. But we had a wonderful and fantastic opening day. And I walk into classrooms and I tell the kids, I get so excited. It's like the opening day for the Dodgers, right? Everybody wants a ticket. And for me, that's really what it is. And I walk around and tell the kids how excited we are that we have them back, and to see the little faces in classrooms, learning how to read, write, and do math. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better.
I'm going to ask you more. If we're going to do another segment, I'm going to ask you more about reading and writing. Remember
Right.
that. So what are your goals and the planning that you are going to accomplish this school year?
Well, this year we continue implementing our local accountability plan, and in there, this year we have been able to really work on the middle school pathways. And what that means is that we're offering a lot more electives for students. So students that want to join a robotics club, a music program, added program, or what have you, they have 2 elective periods. And so it's exciting because the kids can then get excited about coming to school. And you know, there's a simple test for me. When kids like school, they don't need to be told get up. They just get up and go to school. And sometimes it's almost impossible to say it's time to go home. They don't want to go home. They want to be at the school.
That's a nice problem to have.
It's a great problem to have. So it's exciting. And when we come back, I'll share some more programs.
Very good. So if somebody just wanted to talk to you, how would they contact you?
They can either email me or call the district office number, and I'd be glad to talk to them. And of course, we have a lot of meetings out at the schools. If anyone is enrolled in our schools, they can just take a look at the flyers. And I usually come out and call it Breakfast with the Superintendent. Come out and join me.
So once a month, they're probably going to see you somewhere.
Yes.
Well, Raul Maldonado, Superintendent of Palmdale School District, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. Stay for just a second. We'll have another session.
Absolutely.